Hey guys, it's Kennedy, and for today's video, I'm going to be going through my favorite skincare products. I have quite a few to show you guys. A lot of them are face masks, but there are other just like treatments and things that I want to talk to you guys about. So let's just get started. So I've grouped like products together, so what I use when my skin is breaking out or when it's quite dry. We'll go through those categories, but to start off, this is something that I use every single morning, and this was just a 4-pack of cleansing buffs, but I picked this up from Rexall Pharmacy. You could probably find it at like a lot of drugstores, but it just looks like this here. It's a little egg-shaped, abrasive little cleansing buff. What I do is I will just wet this with water and just exfoliate my face gently in circular motions, and I'm good to go. It helps remove any dead skin, and just it makes me feel refreshed, and I feel like I tell myself that my products will sink in better and just everything will look better after I use this. So that's why I do. It reminds me of those sponges that you would use to clean your dishes, like the hard to get off food and stuff like that. Like that's literally what this feels like. It's quite abrasive, but I like it and I'm very careful with it, so I have no problem. And the 4-pack was I think like $5, so it was super cheap, and one sponge will last for quite a while. Just you'll change it, you'll know. You'll be like, oh, that doesn't look great. It says replace sponge every 3 to 4 weeks, but if you're not using it too much, then it can last a little longer. Just let it air dry and you're good to go. Next up, I have this guy here, and this is from Clean & Clear. It is the Deep Action 60-second shower mask, and it just looks like this here. I hadn't heard about it. I had just picked it up one day, tried it out, and I like it. I tell lots of people about this because I really like it. I will use this once or twice a week, usually twice. I'll use it on days that I wash my hair in the shower because I just don't feel like doing it on my non-hair washing days. So I use it, yeah, once or twice a week. And it's cool because you literally just put this on your face, leave it on for 60 seconds, and then just like exfoliate, wash it off, and you're good to go. And it's like a very tingly kind of, it reminds me of like a minty sensation, but it's just nice and cooling, and I feel like it does help to kind of clear my skin. On the back it says you'll exfoliate any traces of dirt, oil, and dead skin cells that can clog pores. So it, yeah, deeply and gently exfoliates. So that's cool, works for me, I like it, and yeah, it's from the drugstore, super cheap. I should have specified that now we're in the group of products that I use when my skin's kind of breaking out and I just want to clear up my skin. So this is from Tarte. This is the Friction Stick, and I'm just going to show you guys. It's literally like at the end, it's seen better days, it's gross, but I love this product so much. The main use of it is just that you like will wipe it all over your face. So you wet your face, put this all over, and then just exfoliate and wash it off. But I follow Tarte on Snapchat, especially when this came out. They were talking about using it as a mask, which is what I do. So I will put this on and I will leave it on for like 15 minutes, and then I will exfoliate, wash it off, and it just clears my skin up. It feels great and I love it. I only use this when I need to. So I don't know, every couple weeks, maybe, just whenever I feel like it. So it lasts for quite a while, and I really like it. I don't know, guys, it's great. I need to pick up another one because it's like empty now, basically. And the last mask that I love to help clear out my skin is this guy here. This is from Origins, and it is the Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to Clear Pores. And I remember people talking about this a long time ago, so I jumped on the bandwagon, picked it up, and I really like it. What you're supposed to do with this is use like a warm towel on your face before to help open up your pores. Put this on, let it dry, so there's no specific time, and then you just wash it off, and it just helps to clear out your pores. I really like this. I feel like sometimes when my skin is really dry or it's feeling really sensitive, this is a bit too much, so I have to time it right. But again, this is one that I will use not that often because if anything, I'm using more products to help my dry skin rather than clear it up. Now, of course, my skin's breaking out, but it's been good for quite a while, so I only use this when I need to. So again, every couple weeks maybe, but yeah, not too often. I do love it though. I haven't gone through a full bottle, but it's getting there. It's a little squished. Now onto the dry skin category of products. This first one is another Origins product, and it is the Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask to quench skin's thirst. So this is basically just like a heavier duty moisturizer that you put on before you go to bed. You leave it on and you don't have to rinse it off, basically. Like, you wash your face in the morning, but this you don't leave on for like 15 minutes. Put it on, go to bed, and you wake up with hydrated skin, and I love this. I use this quite a bit, although you would never know. Maybe now you would. It's just filled with a lot of air, but I love this. It smells so good. It's like, I think it's like papaya and apricot. I might be making that up, but I know the apricot for sure. Anyways, it smells amazing and it helps hydrate my skin when I need it most. It's fantastic. And it doesn't irritate my skin or break me out at all, because I should have specified at the beginning. I used to have really oily combo skin that I would get a lot of breakouts, but it's kind of calmed down in the past year or so. So now I just have dry combo skin that is still sensitive and I get breakouts, but mostly it's just dry now. So my skin's just all over the place. So I have to be careful with products, especially if they're scented, because sometimes they'll just irritate my skin, but I have no issues with that mask. Next up, I have this guy here from Sephora. This is the Avocado face mask, so it is a sheet mask. And this is hands down my favorite sheet mask that I've ever used. I've tried some from like the Face Shop and just different places, but none of them have given me the results that this one has. I can literally see and feel a huge difference, especially in the hydration of my skin after I use this. And it's fantastic. The only downside with this is that these guys I think are like $8 or $10 a mask, so it's like a little expensive when you can get like a good deal on them at the Face Shop, but I pay for quality, so I don't use these too often, just when I really need it. But like, especially with all these products, I will switch in between what my skin needs the most, so that's why I say I don't use it like too often. But yeah, this is my favorite sheet mask. I love it. It's my favorite. I don't know. I just thought of that little vine that was like, an avocado. Thanks. So, the next product I have is also from Sephora, and it is the Gel Mask Hydrating and Quenching. Weird title. I feel like a lot of the Sephora brand like skincare products that I've tried have weird titles, but that's probably just me. This says to use it 1 or 2 times a week over face and neck. Apply evenly over face and neck and leave on for 5 to 10 minutes. No need to rinse. What? Why? Who? Okay. So I just wipe it off, or like, how do I take it off? What do I do? Am I the only one that like has a hard time following these instructions? Because it sounds kind of odd to me. Anyways, all the saltiness aside, this is like hands down my favorite product and something I reach for daily, even though it says 1 to 2 times a week. Don't follow that. I will use this daily besides like the cleansing buff, because this I will use after I put on like my serum and stuff in the morning. I will use this as a moisturizer. I will use it at night too, but mostly just in the morning to help hydrate my skin. And it just feels great. It doesn't take long to sink in. It doesn't affect anything if I'm putting makeup on top. It doesn't affect anything, so it's awesome. It just smells like seaweed to me, kind of. That's what it reminds me of, but it's awesome. It's also, like, it looks cool. Yeah, I don't know. I really love this. I read reviews on it and people were saying that they used it as a moisturizer, and that's what inspired me to do it, so it's great. And the last hydrating mask that I have is from GLAMGLOW, and it is the THIRSTYMUD Hydrating Treatment. This is expensive. This is like $80 from Sephora, but I snagged it at Winners for $60, which is still expensive, but I saved 20 bucks. So I was really happy. And it was very reassuring because it was in this like lockbox kind of container, so I knew it had never been used or tampered with, and I was just so excited when I got this. This is another one that I don't use too often, especially because it's so expensive. I'm trying to salvage it a little bit, but this is another one that you just put on. It says like put it on for 10 to 20 minutes, you wipe off or massage into skin. But this, when I do use it, I use it like my Origins mask, where I will put it on before I go to bed and just leave it on, and I will wake up with very hydrated skin. It's really good. I don't like using this too often because it has a scent to it, which is nice, but sometimes it bothers me. Like, I just don't like the scent of it all the time, so I will flip back and forth, but this is really good. It's definitely worth the price, but it's expensive. The last few products I'm gonna mention are all spot treatment kind of things for if I have any blemishes or breakouts. And this one is not specific to like one breakout. It's just, I use this everywhere that there's like bumps or anything on my skin. This is just tea tree oil. This is from the Body Shop. However, the oil inside is not. I just buy a bigger bottle from Walmart and fill it into this small one because this has a better lid on the inside, so I can just get a little bit out, whereas the Walmart one is just like a completely open cap and it'll make a mess. Plus, this is easier if I traveled. I never do, but if I traveled, it'd be easier to take this little guy around. And I swear by tea tree oil. I've used it for a couple years now, and it really helps to just keep my blemishes kind of at bay. It's a little bit intense if you've never used it before and you were ever curious about trying it. It's a little intense, kind of overwhelming at first, but it does help, and I really, really enjoy it. My mom also uses it and likes it, so, you know, there's two of us to tell you that it's great. I also caved and picked up this guy here. This is from Mario Badescu. I don't know how to say any name ever. It's the drying lotion, and this is like $17 from Anthropologie. It's expensive, but it's good. It basically just helps to dry out your blemishes and stuff on your skin and just draw out impurities. I was gonna say insecurities, I mean maybe, but impurities. So it just looks like this here. It's meant to be separated. You will take a little like Q-tip and dip it down, get the pink part down here, and then just apply that, and it will just dry out. And especially if you use this overnight, it'll get real crusty. Like it'll just, it's the same as if you've ever put like toothpaste or anything on your skin. It'll dry and then it just like crumbles off, so it's a little messy. But I do really like using this. It is expensive, but it's working, and it helps if I have like a really bad zit. I'm just trying to get rid of it. But instead of me putting it on one spot, I usually put it everywhere, and then it's just like a connect the dots at that point. But it is really good. It's worth the price tag, and with my skin not breaking out too much, it will last a while because I'm not using it like all over my face every day, which I'm thankful for. And the last spot treatment product that I swear by are Blister Cushions, which I know sounds weird, but I love these so much. If I get a really bad like zit or something, and it's gonna be gross for a second, and I'm trying to get rid of it, I know you're not supposed to pop it, but sometimes I just have no choice. I don't have time for a mountain on my forehead. I will like pop it, and I will cut up the band-aid because I don't need like this big of a band-aid on one spot. So I will cut it up into smaller pieces, and you get so much more out of it. They stick really well, and I will just stick it on, and because this is meant for blisters and stuff, it's going to draw out all the bad stuff. So that's what it does on your zits, and I love these. I've told so many people about it, but it's just my favorite. I heard about this somewhere on YouTube like a year ago at least, and I've been swearing by it ever since. So if you're looking to try anything like this, if it's not labeled like a blister cushion, you can also look for if it says like hydrocortisol, because that's what you need. So yeah, I love this. I literally used it last night because my face was trying to sprout another face right in the middle, and I was just not having it. And last, not skincare related thing, but just for your lips, this is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, and I've mentioned this before, but I had to throw it in again because this is my lifesaver when it comes to my dry lips. I will use this every single night, and I haven't used that much, but I swear I use a lot every night. It smells like, kind of like bubble gum. It's super sweet, and it just helps to keep my lips hydrated. I will wake up, still feel it on, and I live for it. So this is fantastic. But that is it for my video today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. And just apply it. I want to look like I'm still living, even though, you know, I'm probably not.